investigation report for the first auction. That's the 2020. We know that you have 5 vehicles that were included in the sale. Correct?
2020.
PAC 2020.
2020, yes.
It's PAC 7.
Yes.
BAC 5.
Yes.
BAC 4 and BAC 3.
Yes.
What type of vehicle is BAC 7? Do you recall?
Just let me check if I will be able to see the. At this point I might not be able to remember exactly, but
okay. That's fine. The report, the summary of the report on Become America's auction dated the 25th of January 2020 addressed to you, the Chief Executive Officer by the Finance Department. You have gone through this report?
Yes.
Good. And it stated that the expected amount was $1,229,600, and the payment that was received was $1,126,100. That the balance of payment as at 28th of January 2020, the balance of payment was $103,500, and another payment dated 27th of February 2020. There is no amount stated. Now, Mamadou Jallo with a scrap generator, $21,000, and the actual payment received as of 31st March 2020, $1,147,100, and the balance as of 31st of March 2020 is $82,500. Now, we have the Become America Council auction report payment of items. So if you look at BAC 3 here, it states it was sold for $10,000. What is BAC 3? Do you don't know?
BAC 3 is a Mitsubishi. It was a pickup.
And it sold for $10,000.
No, can I say this? The estimated the amount that was estimated to be generated from the auction sale in 2020 was 545,000, but in actual fact we ended up generating 1.2.
Why do you say the expected amount was $500 million? Why? You in the report stated that the expected amount from this proceeds would be $1,229,600.
No, you know the vehicles are valued. You have a valuator who values the vehicle already.
Come again?
So, you know the vehicles should be valued.
Yes.
Before the auction.
Right.
So the figure I am giving you is the estimated figure that we received. But right. what was generated is that 1.2.
No. What is generated is 1.1 as of 28th of January 2020, going by the summary report on Become America's auction. The letter addressed to you by Lamin Suso,
yes,
the finance manager,
yes,
is that the money that was expected from the sale is 1.2, and the amount that was received as of 28th January 2020 is 1.1.
I will refer you to the investigation report, because that is my source of this for 545,000. I'm not disputing that amount was what was generated.
Yes,
in the report by the finance manager.
Right.
Yes. So
I have the investigation report here. Do I give it to you?
Yes, I can refer you to that part of the report.
Which page is that?
Yeah, if you go, well, these are the testimonies from the members of the auction committee.
Yes.
Yes. If you go to the testimony of Paul Alex Mendy,
page.
Unfortunately, it is not numbered here, so I don't know whether.
Just read it out. I'll be struggling to get it, but just read it out. We have
under his testimony where it says,
Paul S. Mendy.
Paul Alex Mendy.
Okay. Yeah. And by the way, who is Paul Alex Mendy to start with?
He's a procurement
officer.
Officer at the time, yes.
Yes, Paul Alex Mendy.
Yeah.
Right.
So where he said that he is able to say that 1,229,600 was realized from the auction sale on the day of the exercise, excluding 5 vehicles that were not sold on the day of the auction.
Right.
Yes.
So where is it stated that the expected outcome based on the evaluation is
Okay.
500,000?
Okay. All right. Sorry.
No, but let me help you. You are right.
Mm.
Matar Sisi, on the 4th of November 2019, wrote to you as a chief executive officer, and with the subject evaluation report of becoming agricultural vehicles, parts, and other items, right?
Yes.
Where it reads that please find below the amassed values of the various vehicles and other items presented to our team of evaluators.
Yeah.
So these were the evaluators?
Yes.
Matar Sisi.
Matar or Musa? What's name?
Matar is what I see.
Matar. Okay. Okay.
That's what I see here. But the total that he evaluated is $545,000.
Yes, that same amount is even in the report somewhere.
Excluding the vehicle.
Excluding the?
But even with this, the vehicles are included.
The vehicles are included in the list.
Yes, but listen to what he said. He said, our assessments have discovered that most of the valuable parts were withdrawn from the vehicle, including engine.
Yeah, these are scraps. These are scraps vehicles. I want to come to that.
He didn't say they were scrap. He said the parts were withdrawn. You and I will agree that these vehicles would come with engines.
These vehicles?
Every vehicle will have a vehicle engine.
Yes, but maybe at the point of auction, a vehicle might not be with its engine.
Why?
Because example, we had 2 septic tanks.
Right.
The other septic tank, it was only BAC 660. The engine was moved to BAC 59. So which means it was only the body that was.
So where is BAC 59's engine?
That was moved because the vehicle the engine has a problem.
Where is evidence that the engine has a problem and was
well, well, the evidence is not available.
Okay, so he is saying that our assessment have discovered that most of the valuable parts were withdrawn from the vehicle, including engine parts, wheel tires, etc. Most of what is left on most of them is scrap and empty body.
Yes, that's why I said what is left is scraps, because sometimes you'll have a vehicle that has a breakdown, and then you will have a functioning vehicle, and then you will need to take the part from this vehicle that is grounded to the vehicle that is on the road.
No,
that has been the scenario.
No, as far as we are concerned, we don't have evidence of that.
Yes, but as you see at the time, this has been the scenario.
No,
you example, you have the same vehicle, the parts are compatible. Let's say BAC 9 and BAC 13, if my memory serves me well. You will take, the mechanics will ask, before we buy this, it takes time before we order it from, let's say, from Espas or CFAO. So we have a similar vehicle. Can we take this part? Most often, in fact, there will be no, let's say, no consultation. So, they will take one part of the vehicle that is grounded and fix it on the other part of the vehicle that is roadworthy. So
how would we know that? Now we are to say that BAC 3 should have an engine, BAC 4 must have an engine. When it was bought, there was an engine. BAC 7 should have an engine, 9, 10, 36, 37, 26, 39, 40, 20, 40, and 20. Now, if they do not have an engine, then the CEO must explain where the engine is.
Those vehicles are all with engine, except one, like I said, which is a septic tank. That is why we have to move one of the engines of the septic tank to the other one and auction the septic tank body. But it doesn't mean all the vehicles that you have listed are not without engine. They are with engines. Like the report highlighted, the parts are taken and he will evaluate that they are scraps, which of course I agree with, because if you take the essential parts and move it to your functional vehicles or your functional vehicles, then obviously you will have scraps.
Okay, let's just do it the simple way.
Yeah.
BAC 3, the station wagon What was the problem?
I am not a mechanic to be able to say exactly what was the problem. I know it was grounded. It was not.
Are you a CEO enough to know that there should be a problem that is highlighted and documented before actions are taken for BAC3?
Yes.
Okay, that's the capacity that I'm asking.
Yeah, but I cannot recall the specific problem with BAC3.
Would you be able to provide us with the specific problem?
No, I honestly would not be able to provide you with that.
BAC4, the station wagon, was sold for was not sold. The valuation was $40,000. Do we know what the problem is?
BAC1?
The valuation was $40,000. It's $40,000 at the time.
BAC4?
Yes. Do we know what the problem was?
I did not see BAC4 in the vehicle valuation list for the 2020 auction.
Okay, let me give you this. This matter, CC. Do you have your own valuation report in your laptop that you are accessing currently? You said you did not see.
Yeah, because I don't see
that you have one valuation report that you are going through.
I did not see the letter that you're referring to. Maybe if I check, I will also be able to find it.
This matter, she says evaluation report.
Yes.
Would that be correct?
Yes.
Do you see BAC4 there?
Yes.
Okay. And it is valued at $40,000?
Yes.
So may I please have it back? Now, what was wrong with BAC4?
I cannot recall exactly what was wrong with BAC4.
Okay.
But I know at the time of the auctions, all these vehicles that were put up for auction are not on the road.
They are not?
They were not on the road.
Where a vehicle can be off the road and still be a very good vehicle.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, it can be a roadworthy vehicle, but just not on the road.
I agree.
Yes. So what do you mean? What is the problem?
I cannot exactly.
Were you advised properly as to what the problems were? But these vehicles?
BAC what?
All these vehicles. Were you given a proper advice as CEO in accordance with the Procurement Act as to what the state of these vehicles were?
Well, I can report that the vehicles that we put up for auction,
yes,
were not roadworthy.
How do we know that? You said you're not a mechanic.
Yes, I'm not a mechanic because you asked why I said it because you asked for the specific problem of the people, and I said I am not a mechanic to tell you.
But now you're telling me it's not roadworthy.
Yes, that's a report. That's a report I am giving you because the vehicles are not on the road.
Based on what? What is it? What informed your petition?
A committee was set up to oversee the auction process.
Right.
And then it comprises of various individuals from various departments of council. Right. So it was as a result of the outcome of the work of the committee that we were advised to auction some of the vehicles and the scrap materials to be able to generate. And
they gave you a valuation report of every item to be auctioned?
Not the committee, but the evaluator.
What I see here, do you have the evaluator's report assessing every vehicle as to what is the state?
Yes.
What we have here, do you have that?
No, I cannot see it. I'm just trying to see.
What we have here is not a comprehensive report. It's not a detailed report. What we have here from RCC is nothing, is everything about the vehicles, but short of the state of each of the vehicle that you are to auction.
Yes, that if you say that it's a fair assessment of his report, it should have been more detailed, more comprehensive.
Right.
Yes.
Now, to make the decision or take the decision to subject the council's property to auction, right?
Yes.
These absolute properties, the GPPA regulation clearly outlines. Is that not the case?
Yes.
What the CEO must factor in taking that decision, right?
Yes.
Why did you not take? Why did you follow the GPPA regulation? Because when these vehicles were subjected to auction, you could not lay your hands on a document assessing the state of these vehicles.
kibar alal
Thank you very much, PRO and the clerk of BAC, Singate. Thank you to everyone. So let me start by saying Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Today is a bit emotional for me because I remember the first day I entered into here. The expectations were so much and so many, and then I think the question that I asked myself from that moment was I going to be able to deliver to those expectations? And I thank God for being with me, for standing with me and supporting me to make sure that I am able to deliver at least not 100%, but 50% of that expectation. Because I inherited a council that was highly indebted in debt and had to pay all of those debts. And not only that, but also make sure that we are able to close the black holes that we were having here, where most of our revenue was disappearing into. To then be able to mobilize resources, amass revenue, and be able to buy equipment that can provide service to the people of West Coast. These are the equipments that we needed most and terribly, because the fleet of garbage trucks that we inherited here all broke down. As of the last few weeks or last few months, we had only one garbage truck that was functioning here. So you can imagine the challenge or the enormity of that challenge that we were dealing with, because we are dealing with the most populous region and also the biggest region in the country. And we produce more waste than any other region in the country. So for that region to have only one, you can imagine the plight of our people as well. Households were struggling with waste. And it was a promise we made to them that we were going to make sure that we are able to provide or mitigate that challenge for them. We made that promise. Today I can recall or remember the women in Wellingara and Nemakunku who call themselves Napsa Jeke. And this is one of the #1 problem, or the only one problem they told me that they were having. And they said, if you can resolve that problem for us, we will vote for you. And today, I am proud to say that. I am proud to say that, and proud to tell them that I am able to fulfill that promise to you. That as of because the vehicles are going to start operation on the 18th of this month. So today we took delivery of them. What we need to do next is, as you can see, all of them are in white. We are deciding whether to maintain them in white or to color them in blue, because when they are in white, they will easily be stained. So we wanted to see how best we can change the color so it can hide that dirt for some time, so they will be able to work without us having to wash them on a daily basis to maintain their color. So we want to do some of the logistic works this week, and the next week the drivers will need a bit of training as well, because we don't want them to start operating them And during the course of that operation, they create more problems for the vehicles. We want the sustainability of the vehicles. We want them to last a lot longer. So we want the drivers to get proper training on it. So from the week commencing on the 11th to the 15th, we want the drivers to get proper training. And on the 18th of the month, we want them to start full operation. So we've already divided the areas that are terribly and badly in need of this service. That is the Combo North, Combo Central, and some part of Combo South. So, but Combo North more specifically, that is Sanementering, yes, Sanementering, Olyundum, Busumbala, and Brikama. They're going to start the operation as early as the 18th, on Monday the 18th. So we divided them into zones, and to start with, we're going to provide bi-weekly collection. That is collection once every 2 weeks. So the first week, they're going to commence at Bijilo and then Willingara. Willingara and Nemakunku, we divided them into sub-zones. So they have zone 1 to Willingara, we have zone 1 to 5. Nemakunku, we have zone 1 to 6. Kunkujang, we have zone 1 to 3. And then we have Sinchu Balia, Sinchu Sori, and Sinchu Alaji. That is in the second vehicle. So the second vehicle is going to be OIC, All Union Constituency. First one will be Sanementering. So it's going to start Bijilo, come down to, and then the first week one is going to do Bijilo, coming down to Burfoot, and then Bruceby. And then the second week is going to start Kersering, coming down to Sokuta, and ending at the Sokuta roundabout there. Then vehicle number 3 is going to do Coastal Road, going towards Guigi, Sardinka, and then Latria, Jabang, and then the Paradise Estates. So that one, Salaji and the other areas. So the fourth vehicle is going to commence Lameng, coming down towards Busambala. And the ones doing the Coastal Road will go all the way to Jambur, coming down and ending in Faratu. So the one doing Brikama will be doing Brikama North and Brikama South. And when they are doing Brikama South, it will go to Taf City, and it will also go all the way to Bato Kunku, and then Pujereng and Sanya. So we've divided it. What will happen is within the next 2 weeks, the councillors will be coming to the households and providing the rota for every household to know the specific dates that you expect in collection at your area. Very, very important. We stick to that, and then we encourage households to make sure we try to use the empty bags, rice bags. Yeah? Empty 50 kg rice bags for our garbage, to put our garbages in, so that it makes the collection easy. If we live by the mantra of don't steal, don't lie, don't break. And that's exactly what we have done. We closed all the loopholes, we ramped up, we sent assessors to the field. They started assessing and we started collecting the data. And then after collecting the data, we told the collectors, now this is the amount of compounds or revenue you are supposed to collect within the year. This is your booklet. These are all the names of the revenue sources or the people who are supposed to pay. Their telephone numbers is here. You have one book, we have one. If you miss any one of them, we will be able to know. Transparency, accountability help us. It ramped up our revenue. And now, going towards the what's it called, December, we want to collect nothing less than another 100 million to make it 200 million. Because we want to buy more of these trucks. Like I said, we want to move from bi-weekly collection to weekly collection to daily collection. We can achieve it, we can do it only if we stick to the mantra of don't steal, don't lie, don't break. We want to thank our elders in Brikama, the Bulundala. They've been very, very supportive. The local market committees around the whole region have also been very, very supportive. But the big thanks goes to the councillors of BAC. They've been very, very supportive. We've been very much united. We are a one team here, one family, all committed and ready to serve the people of West Coast. And our people have also been very supportive and very cooperative in ensuring that they paid their taxes, and then we get the revenue that we need to get somewhere. In here, we live by that mantra. We don't steal, we don't lie. You come any day, we tell you what we have and how we spend it. This is what we spend it. We buy trucks, we make sure we provide that service, that worry, that concern, that challenge of our people at household level. We make sure that that is no longer something that they have to worry about. So we want to thank everybody. And then, yes, we want to thank everybody